You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Friday the 29th of August 2025 and you are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, and finally I can say quite a lot today. So the first thing I did was caught up with Tani and another writer. So we are a member of this writing group and we meet, we're trying to increase the regularity of the meetups, and so this was one that I added in conjunction with Tani to the group's diary, and was really pleased when somebody that I've not met before turned up today. There's someone who's been a member of the group for a while, but they came along, they joined it, and we actually did a writing sprint, because normally when I set these up it's usually just me and Tani that turn up, or Tani and I. No, me and Tani, and that's absolutely fine because it's always nice to catch up, but it was just because basically we want to reinvigorate the group, get a bit of new blood, get people coming in that haven't been before, that kind of stuff. So it was really, really nice. And this lady seems quite keen on privacy. So privacy, am I American? It's privacy in England, isn't it? Privacy in America. So I'm not going to say who she was and everything, but she is a published author, both traditionally and has self-published some stuff as well. And yeah, it was really nice to see her. So that was good. And in the session, whilst T.G. Campbell was doing a bit of work on, I don't know if I'm allowed to say what she was working on, so I shan't. And this other writer was writing something really, really interesting sounding non-fiction. I'm not going to mention anything about it. I can say Tani's working on a short story for. Now, she's watching on the. I'm recording this live on a live stream, so she's just said I can say. Can I ask, was it a short story for the newsletter, or was it one for the? Oh, it's for volume 7, so it's one that isn't going to be in a newsletter. Right, sorry. So she was writing a short story that's going to be in her next collection of short stories. Oh, it is going to be in the newsletter as well. Okay, clarification. And the other lady there was doing something non-fiction that sounded really, really interesting, but she's quite keen that she's quite keen that not too many people know about it. So as fascinating as it was, I shan't discuss a jot of it. And whilst whilst they were writing, I was doing some sign-off work on chapter 6, and it's and we did one writing sprint and did a lot of nattering during the session. It was really good fun, and and after that I went home and came and did this live stream that if you're watching me in video you can see me talking. But anyway, as part of the live stream I managed to finally sign off chapter 6 of Self-Portrait. The chapter is called The Apprentice. It does add a couple of new threads. One that I'd planned, and one which I think I knew I was going to include it, but the ramifications of it's going to be a bigger plot line than I thought, basically, because I hadn't, it's whilst I was writing it, I thought through how other people might react and what might happen. So yeah, I really enjoyed writing that. I really enjoyed reading through it, and there's some really nice character moments. And yeah, and also I had great fun looking up so there's a bit where I wanted Evelyn Maitland. She was previously Evelyn Kershaw, but I prefer the surname Maitland, so I've changed it to Maitland. Evelyn Maitland, who's my character from the 1940s. I wanted her to use slang for the penis, basically. And I googled it, and apparently American servicemen in World War II, and bearing in mind she's from a period in the war where the Americans have finally joined in, they used to refer to it rather beautifully as a kidney prodder. What lovely people. So that's the slang she uses in that moment. And there's a couple of other bits and pieces there. I wanted to find out some other slang terms and bits and pieces, and yeah, it was great. So I really the characters absolutely. I was a bit worried because I wrote this very, very piecemeal. I wrote a little bit here and there, then dried up and then wrote a bit more. So I was a little bit worried it would read piecemeal, but it absolutely doesn't. I'm very pleased with it. Evelyn and Molly in particular leap off the page, which I'm so pleased about. And so I'm very, very pleased with chapter 6. Now, in terms of where it leaves me for my monthly targets, it's not a great place. So I'm just going to quickly pump the word count for that chapter into my spreadsheet. So the word count for that chapter came in at... So I've shut the file. What an idiot. Hang on. Let me just open it again. 5,187. So putting that into my spreadsheet, 5187, means I have written... Hang on. I have written 18,056 words this month against a target of 2,000. So I'm nearly there. I've got just under 2,000 words to go. The whole project is at 30,500 words. 1 million words. Not yet, but probably not far off by the time I finish this project. So that leaves the whole project at about 30,500 words. So about a quarter done, which feels about right. But in a month, I've written this so quickly. So my plan now, let me see what the timing is on the podcast. Oh, I need to hurry up. My plan is the next chapter, chapter 7, is a single scene chapter. It's only going to be 2,000 or 3,000 words. If I'm correctly motivated tomorrow, I can get it written tomorrow and then signed off on the last day of the month. If I manage to do that, I will hit my target, but at the very worst, I will only be 2,000 words short. Anyway, that's me for today's podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow where you can find out whether I managed to get any writing actually done or not on Chapter 7. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.